Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video we're going to have a look at the market. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, going to sort of delve into some of the news. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. So Bitcoin at $37,866, down 2.73% at the time of recording. This, however, has bounced up from $36,488 when, the news broke that Russia was sort of, going into the Ukraine. Now, it's not an invasion as such. It's more a peacekeeping mission, as Putin has articulated it, but it still breaks international law, and sanctions from Europe and America look like they're going to be sort of put out there, right? So this is interesting. I think this is going to be short-lived. I think this is an overreaction from the markets that is expected, and we see this often. If you go back and you have a look at the charts in the lead up to other conflicts, you will see that actually the best time to buy is in the lead up to it, and then actually the market sort of recover. So Nick and myself are still confident, but nothing is a given in crypto. So it's still a risky asset class to be involved in. Obviously we're not financial advisors, so this isn't financial advice, and you should definitely go do your own research and make your own investment decisions, and you shouldn't just FOMO into any projects based on what any influencers say, including ourselves. So for me, Bitcoin and altcoins, the opportunities are here for really good potential gains to be made. Now, lots of people always tell us you got in so early, and I wish I could have got in at some of those lower prices. Well, these are the sorts of opportunities that are, at least I believe them to be opportunities, obviously dependent on your time horizon for investments. But if you're a long-term investor, these are fantastic opportunities to be laddering into the market, or dollar cost averaging on the red days, which is what I do, and then I dollar cost average out at the peaks or close to the peaks. So do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on the market. Do you think that we're going to sort of recover as I kind of articulated just then, or do you think that we're going to go down to some of these lower numbers like the 20k, which I now see being banded around? I can't see that. I'm not aligned with those, but do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Okay, so I want to have a look at advice.io and the artificial intelligence and machine learning, just to sort of get, I guess a view of what the artificial intelligence and machine learning believes is going to happen with Bitcoin and the rest of the market. So if we start with Bitcoin, it's currently ranked C2. Now, it was C3 yesterday, which was severe issues. Now it's extremely poor. But we've seen an uptrend. Normally when we see this, it normally means that the price is going to increase, not decrease. It will be interesting to see how this plays out. The 7-day change is minus 10.84% at the time of recording. Fear and greed index is B2, so it's more greedy than it is fearful. Sharp ratio is a D, so that needs to improve. Same with your moving average, your AMI-HAD ratio, and your firm profitability, all D. So that is what's really pulling it down. So we expect this to change over time. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But if we have a look at the market here, when I have been looking, you've been seeing arrows pointing down, or just the market reacting and being stagnant. But we are seeing quite a few projects here, with arrows pointing upwards. Some with pointing down where we're expecting more of a pullback, but there are a few that are increasing in rating. So this I see as a positive thing. I do think that we're going to see some price discovery, but interested to get your views and opinions on what you think is going to happen. Moving on, and we've got not a safe haven? So I'm seeing a few of these articles around Bitcoin sinking in price, mainly because of the tensions between Russia and the Ukraine, and the gold spikes in price. And, basically people sort of trying to explain that, or lead people to believe that, crypto or blockchain technology slash Bitcoin is not a safe haven anymore. And I don't think that that's really true. I think what we're really seeing is just volatility in a market that is, still trying to mature. It isn't a mature market yet. And I think that's what we're seeing, rather than actually it not being a safe haven, it not being a store of value. I think that, it is that. I just kind of feel like at the moment, you've got lots of retail investors involved in an asset class that really they can't afford to perhaps hold when you've got interest rates going up, you've got inflation, the cost of gas could potentially increase further with the tensions between Russia and the Ukraine. There's just so many things here that stops retail investors from being able to keep what they hold. For example, some people investing in crypto, and it's a very fine line between whether they can perhaps pay a bill, or they have to liquidate some of their cryptocurrency. That's just part and parcel of the market that we're in. We're not in this fully matured market just yet, and that's my view, my opinion. But ultimately, I think once all the volatility and settles down and the market starts to mature, I do think that you will see Bitcoin's price just continue to grow and evolve, and become that asset that isn't volatile anymore. And I think it's going to be some time before we see that, but I think we will see it. Do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the description, in the comment section below. So the other thing that I wanted to cover off here was just the fact that Russia is trying to legislate cryptocurrency investments and potentially regulate it, which I think is fantastic for crypto. Really interested to get your views and opinions though. Is this Russia looking to avoid the sanctions that Europe and America are going to put on them? And what does that actually mean for cryptocurrency? If that is the case, what do you think the US and the UK and Europe would do? Interested to get your views and opinions on that. It's going to be interesting to see how that all sort of plays out. But basically Russia's tabled a draft legislation that proposes certain limits to cryptocurrency investments based on I guess like a retail investor's financial literacy. And obviously they're going to have some tests for that. Other proposals by ministries include taxing crypto mining, legislating crypto as investment instruments.
Today's video has been sponsored by 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏𝒀𝒀😏 and specifically the 𝗕𝗙𝗠 staking pool. If you are looking to support the channel and do not know how, the best way you can go about doing this is actually to go ahead and delegate your one holdings into the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗠 staking pool. By doing so, not only are you supporting the channel, but you are also providing yourself with a nice passive income on your crypto holdings. You'll get some very juicy returns hovering around the 10% APY, and this is a fantastic way to make your crypto work hard for you the way that you worked hard for your crypto. Guys, if you are looking to support the channel, why not delegate today to the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗠 staking pool with the 𝗕𝗙𝗠 protocol?
And full KYC to transact with crypto. So it's interesting to see all of this stuff. For me, what's really interesting is going to be is this a way for Russia to bypass the sanctions that are being put in place? Really interested to get your views on that. And for me as well, Nick and myself have been sort of talking about the to the penny and the manipulation in the markets. Do we think that Russia's been partaking in a bit of market manipulation along with China and various other countries? Really interested to get your views and opinions on that too. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's really difficult in this sort of market to come up with a really decent video idea. But I did want to kind of give my take on things. You know, I still expect all-time highs. I think this is a fantastic buying opportunity. Just my opinion, not advice. Make sure you treat it as educational purposes only, and do your own research and make your own investment decisions. But ultimately, I think this is one of those opportunities that in 2, 3, 4 months time, people are going to regret not taking the opportunity whilst it was here. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the market. Really interested to know, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.